California are preparing to receive a plane carrying nearly 200 people coming from the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak. The flight left Wuhan, China yesterday and then stopped to refuel in Anchorage, Alaska, where the passengers were also screened. Carter Evans is just outside of March Air Force Base. Carter, what can the passengers expect once they arrive? Because I presume they're going to be screened again.
Yeah, they're going to be screened again as soon as they land here, and then they're going to be held in a hangar under quarantine for at least 72 hours. And if anyone develops symptoms, they're going to be possibly held for another 2 weeks. This is all after landing in Alaska, where they were screened there. The good news right now is that everybody appears to have passed that initial screening.
So the plane wasn't initially scheduled to land at this Air Force base, though. Do you know why things changed?
Yeah, it went through a lot. We don't know exactly why things changed, but initially this flight was scheduled to go into the San Francisco area, into Oakland, because that's one of the two repatriation airports on the West Coast, the other one being Ontario Airport in Southern California. Now, that is where we were told the flight was coming for the last couple of days, and they made big preparations in Ontario for the arrival of this flight. They said it's something they've been training for a long time. They'd never put this plan into action, but they were ready for it. There was a lot of backlash in that community, a lot of anger that people were bringing this flight from this area in Wuhan, China, directly into a large community with a large population. And it's not clear if it was because of that pushback, but late last night, they decided to change the course of this airplane and bring it here to March Air Force Base.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, you know, this has gotten a lot of coverage, and we keep getting new information about the virus sort of every few days or so. And one of the things that we did learn is that it could have a quite lengthy incubation period. It could be a couple of days, or it could be a couple of weeks for all we know. But you say the passengers are being screened. So how exactly are they screening them to ensure that they don't have the coronavirus?
Well, my understanding right now is that they had doctors meet them, and they had even doctors aboard the flight taking people's temperatures, observing them for respiratory problems and other types of things that would really look like the common cold or the common flu. Now, if they suspect that someone has the virus, they can draw blood and do further testing, and that takes about a couple of days once it arrives at the CDC.
So, Carter, listen, I don't know if you know the answer to this question, but this is 200 people on a plane. There are more than 200 Americans, you know, in China that are wanting to get out. Do we know, are there other planes being planned or other charter flights?
Right now, we don't know of any other charter flights being planned, and they said initially they knew there was going to be a lot of demand for this plane, so they were going to give it to the people who were most in need first, and in a lot of cases that would be diplomats, families with young children who are susceptible to the disease.
All right, that makes sense. Carter Evans, thank you very much.